Kimberly Schwind, KIMBERLYSCHWIND, AAA spokesperson.
Very good. I understand that AAA has been involved in a brand new.
An infotainment system is basically the in-vehicle technology that enables drivers to make calls, text message, navigate, or use the radio in their vehicle, whether it's by touchscreen or voice command. So the AAA Foundation for Traffic Safety partnered with the University of Utah to test the visual and mental demands that vehicle infotainment system technology has on drivers. They broke the drivers down into two groups: the younger drivers ages 21 to 36 and the older drivers ages 55 to 75. What they found was vehicle infotainment system technology creates potentially unsafe levels of distraction for all drivers, but is especially demanding for older drivers. The test found that on average, older drivers take their eyes and attention off the task of driving for about 8 seconds longer than younger drivers when calling, texting, navigating, or tuning the radio using these systems. And that's especially concerning because taking your eyes off the road for just 2 seconds doubles your risk of crashing. Older drivers are taking their eyes off the road and their attention off driving for a much longer time than younger drivers.
Well, any reason for that did the study explain why the difference between the younger and older drivers?
Well, these systems are very complex for all drivers. In fact, they created unsafe levels of demand for all drivers, taking drivers' eyes off the road and attention off the task of driving for an average or between 17 and 40 seconds. So drivers' eyes were off the road, their attention was off the task of driving for 17 to 40 seconds. And when you think that taking your eyes off the road for just 2 seconds doubles your risk of crashing, this technology is dangerous for all drivers. But the older drivers had an especially difficult time with it and took even longer than the younger drivers. So while it is concerning for all drivers, it was the older drivers that had difficulty with the complex design of the system. So what we really have to think about is that this is not just an age issue, it's a technology issue. It's a design issue with the technology. They're very complicated. It takes drivers' attention off the road for a long period of time to complete simple tasks like calling, texting, tuning the radio, or navigating. Navigation was especially demanding. The AAA Foundation for Traffic Safety found a vast difference between all of the vehicles tested and their vehicle infotainment systems and the demands they place on the drivers. They tested 6 2018 vehicles, and what they found was some were designed simpler and easier to use than others. So it is possible to make systems that are less demanding and distracting to drivers. So AAA is working with automakers to make recommendations for designing these systems. So things like improving the voice command, simplifying the menus, and placing the controls at a level where drivers can keep their eyes on the road when they're controlling the system can help to make them simpler for all drivers.
Well, it's really important to remember is that just because the system is in your vehicle does not mean that it's safe to use while driving. So AAA advises all drivers not to use the in-vehicle technology to call, navigate, or tune the radio using voice commands while you're driving. So if it is not relevant to the task of driving, avoid using it while you're driving.